By now, you've probably seen the video of Golden State Warriors rookie Trayce Jackson-Davis absolutely posterizing 7'4" Victor Wembanyama with what I think may go down as one of the top dunks of this NBA season. Coach Steve Kerr's jaw was on the floor, and Trayce Jackson-Davis's Warriors teammates on the bench went straight for the fainting couch. Safe to say, the Dubs got an absolute steal when they picked up Trayce with the 57th pick in last year's NBA draft. So let's talk about all of that in today's video. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. This is the Half Court Report. My name is Troy. Make sure you drop a like for the YouTube algorithm and hit subscribe too so you never miss another NBA video from me. At the time, it was shocking that a player as productive as Trayce Jackson-Davis was in college would fall into the late second round. And it's even more shocking that this late into the season, we're realizing it wasn't a fluke. Trayce Jackson-Davis's energy, defense, and just overall finding a way to make winning plays has been huge for this Warriors team. If you redid the 2023 NBA draft, I don't think there's any way around it. Trayce Jackson-Davis would be a lottery pick. True basketball fans knew that the other 29 NBA teams majorly whiffed when they didn't pick him on draft night. And now, the rest of the league and other NBA fans are catching up. Since becoming a legit part of the Warriors rotation in December, Trayce Jackson-Davis has been showing out. For the season, he's averaging 7 points, 4.2 rebounds, and almost a block a game on 71% shooting. His PER, or his player efficiency rating, is 22. 15 is considered league average. But those numbers don't tell the whole story because he's doing all of this damage in under 14 minutes a game. So if you extrapolate that out over 36 minutes, my man is averaging 18.4 points, over 11 rebounds, and nearly 2.5 blocks. When given the minutes, Trayce Jackson-Davis is producing and his numbers are only getting better the more comfortable he gets on the floor and the more reps he gets in. Add to that, Jackson-Davis is the Warriors' only true athletic big man, their only legitimate rim protector, and he is a natural shot blocker. After all, his father, longtime Pacers center Dale Davis, who actually played for the Warriors during the 04-05 season, in his career, he blocked nearly 1,400 shots across 16 NBA seasons. So I guess you could say those instincts and intangibles were biologically transferred to his son Trayce. Because if you watched him in college when he played for Indiana, this should not surprise you what he's doing for the Warriors night in and night out. Trayce Jackson-Davis is also the Warriors' best lob threat, not named Jonathan Kuminga. He has that full set of skills, which is why Kerr and his staff decided early on that he needed more playing time. When you have a big like Trayce Jackson-Davis rolling to the rim and making himself a threat to score in the paint, that forces the opposing defense to rotate and help. And that help, in turn, can open up looks for other offensive players. For instance, Steph, Klay, or Brandon Podziemski around the perimeter. Trayce Jackson-Davis seems to be the only big man on this Warriors roster who can constantly force help rotations with his drives to the rim, and with good reason. He's a fundamentally sound screener who can make things immediately difficult for defenders at the point of attack. He's nimble and mobile enough to force defenders to have to make quick decisions. His athleticism and above-the-rim capabilities make him a credible finishing threat. And when you combine those skills with what the Warriors already have, there are just so many more options on this team. On a team that doesn't get to the rim a whole lot, earlier this season, they were at the lowest rate among 30 teams. Jackson-Davis adds a whole new dimension to the offense and also serves as instant energy off the bench. And that is an essential ingredient as the Warriors shift into playoff mode. I love it. Bona fide rim protection and consistent lob threats to keep opposing defenses on alert. Back to the recent game against the San Antonio Spurs, and it wasn't just the dunk on Wemby that has every Warriors fan writing their love letters to Trayce Jackson-Davis. Steve Kerr said he was incredible tonight at both ends. His paint presence, rim protection, 11 boards, 5 assists, obviously the great dunk near the end. Trayce is really giving us a different dynamic from that center spot, and it's really fun to see him growing and developing. And all that's true, but I love how Trayce isn't scared of the moment and is willing to go at the big dogs. He had a huge block on Jaylen Brown earlier this season. He had 3 huge blocks in the same game on Giannis Antetokounmpo this year. He's proving that he belongs, and I am here for it. You know what? Am I crazy to think he may actually be the full-time starter for the Warriors as early as next season? If that's the case, I could see him having an impact like a young Al Horford. When he played for the Atlanta Hawks, he was a double-double machine and was blocking everything in sight, it seemed like. Guys, let me know what you think about Trayce Jackson-Davis in the comments. With Brandon Pajemski, the leap that Jonathan Kuminga has taken, and now Trayce, I am really excited for this next generation of Warriors players. Since you guys have watched this far, be sure you drop a like for the YouTube algorithm and hit that subscribe button too so you never miss another Warriors or NBA video from me. Check out my pinned comment, and speaking of big men making an impact this season, Nikola Jokic never ceases to amaze me. The guy is averaging nearly a triple-double, and if you ask me, he looks on track to get his 3rd MVP in 4 seasons. That would put him with the elite of the elite in NBA history. I had to do a whole video where I break down exactly what he's doing this season, what it all means, and where he fits in that hierarchy of NBA greats. Make sure you check that out. Let me know what you think, and I will catch you next time on the Half Court Report. Have a great day.